opponent decides Hi there, I'm the BigCraigO. Thank you for joining me for the next in my deck tech series. Today we're going to be focusing in on revisiting one of my favourite decks. Those of you that have watched my channel come and visited whilst I'm streaming on Twitch. By the way, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 PM to 10 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. So come and check us out. We'll appreciate that I love mono white life gain. So I've just noticed there's a few decks that have been kicking around. One of the big ones that I really enjoy playing is life gains, and with some of the cards that have come out in the new Strixhaven set, they're just cards that have to be included in this type of deck. So without further ado, let's go and check out the deck. Okay, so now we're having a bit of a look at the actual deck itself. All in all, it's a mono white life gain deck. It's just had some extra bits added in. I'm not going to go through too much detail other than to sort of show some of the bigger pieces that have changed. You can notice that most of the sort of key pieces from the mono white builds are still here. There's nothing really out of the ordinary. We do run the Redain just to slow down some of the combo decks and things like that, to try and slow them down to give us enough time to push through that last bit of lethal damage. You'll also notice there's a reduced amount of Lindens and Daxos by a couple, etc. The two new additions, as it were, Blade Historian, it's 4 white in this case, or it could be red if you had a red deck as well. 4 white mana to cast this human cleric creature. It's a 2/3, and what it does is any attacking creature you control gets double strike. Double strike is it means that creatures deal both first strike damage and regular combat damage. That is crazy good. So if you've got a 1/1 creature, it now does 2 damage. A 2/2 creature does 4 damage, etc. And then you combo that up with lifelink. So a lot of creatures that have lifelink and double strike are going to just push you over the top to allow you to roll and roll and roll. The other card that's been included from the new set that's added an extra element, or at least I hope it does, is Elite Spellbinder, which is 1 white, 2 other. This is the Paulo World Champion card. So it's a 3/1 human creature, a human cleric creature with flying. When Elite Spellbringer enters the battlefield, look at the target opponent's hand. You may exile a non-land card from it. For as long as that card remains exiled, its owner may play it. A spell cast this way costs 2 more. It's another way of slowing down your opponents by basically meaning that a particular piece that you've selected, that's non-land obviously, will actually cost 2 more to cast. Absolutely fantastic from my point of view. I really do like this this particular card. I think it's going to become even more popular than it already is. Yeah, as it says there, Paulo Vitor Dama da Rosa, or PVDDR, World Champion. So that's pretty damn cool. Other than that, let's go and have a look at the mana curve. So in the mana curve here, you can see 35 creatures, 3 non-creatures in the form of some mauls. The average casting cost is 2.3. This deck runs 22 lands, so it's fairly light on. It's such a great deck all in all. You can see there that there's some cards that require red mana, and that's in the form of Blade Historian there. But ultimately what it comes down to is this deck is all about getting as much aggro, battlefield presence, and just bashing face. So with that in mind, let's go and have some games. We're here with good old Sparky, the Arena AI program. For those of you that aren't aware, I always play the first game of the deck tech with or against against Sparky. Gives me an opportunity just to get in the zone with the deck, not have an opponent kicking the snot out of me, as it were. And I can have a bit more time to chat through what I'm thinking about and what I'm observing about the deck. So having a look at this this particular opening hand, I should say, looks solid. So I'm going to keep it. Say hello to good old Sparky. Chuck down some bit of life gain in the form of Alcied. On here, play the Aspirant. An extra +1/+1 token on the lifelink. Punch in. Go from there. So we're at 22, they're at 18. Right. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So, from my point of view, I'm going to play. I'm going to play the Spellbinder because. Yeah, I'm going to play the Spellbinder because I'm trying to see what tricksy things Sparky's got in the hand. Not very much, it would seem. Get rid of the just pushing it out, making it a bit harder for her to cast it. Keep on the life gain train. Push extra 3 damage in. Gain up to 20. Go up to 25 life. So next turn. No blocks. Next turn. Okay, so we drew another land, so that's kind of cool. I'm thinking that we play the Daxos out this turn. I'm going to put a +1/+1 on the flyer, so we can attack in with these two, hopefully causing 7 damage, dropping them down to 9. I do love the mono white life gain decks. They are my fave. We've also now got Daxos as a 2/5, so he can block if we need him to. Here we go. 4/4. Block there. Move to the attack step. And I'm going to attack into 10 and lethal.
Congratulations, you've done it.
Yes, thank you, Sparky. We did do it. Well, this hand looks okay. I mean, I'd prefer to have some more life gain, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep it and see how we go. Overshare is our opponent, so good luck to you, Overshare, and much love. I do like their avatar, it's quite cool. So the Silver Quill chap. Alright. Not completely sure what they're doing. Let's have a cheeky sip of my water. So basic at this point, what I'm thinking is we play the Power Pup, Selfless Saviour, roll into the Luminarch, pump that up so we can attack in the next turn, and then hopefully we draw another land. We'll play the Elite Spellbinder, pushing out probably an Ultimatum, or the other option is, of course, we could go for Remain. Alright, plan 1 done. Good old Overshare. taken a minute to make a decision. There you go. Okay, play the second one. Luminarch. Play the passives. Let's see what colour they're actually on. I'm guessing they're... Oh, I want to put a stop. Remove the stop, yes. Put that there. Attacking for 2, dropping them to 18. And end turn. So hopefully next turn we draw a land so that we can play one of our 3 drops. Okay. We did. Beautiful. Where's the attack step at this point? Take that. Going to chap and bring Spellbinder out. See what's in their hand. Well, lots and lots of stuff. Gotta get rid of their push. I say get rid of. What I mean is make their Skyclave Apparition cost 5 mana rather than 3 mana. I'm guessing they're going to play their Acquisition Expert. If that's the case, we'll get rid of our Aspirant. Oh, Glass Casket. Okay. I'm guessing goodbye Illuminate? No. Okay. Alright, so we're basically going to swing in for a huge amount of damage right now. Drop them down to 5. And see where our opponent ends up. Our opponent decides, yeah, that's not going to be enough. And I agree. Let's go on to the next one. Well, this is a really strong hand, so definitely going to keep this. Say hello, wish them love. Clayton. I've seen Clayton before. He is a dyed-in-the-wool rogues player, so lots of mill coming my way, I would expect. Bash in. Oh, we get there. Alright, this is a pretty good hand, so I'm going to keep it. Say hello. Wish some love. Play Alcied to start off with. See if we can keep pushing the pace on our opponent. LCSS 88. Okay. That's alright, I got it back. Let's see what they do, what they play. Let's do a bit of this. Whew, whew, whew. I'm going to move that way, way, way away. And I'm going to attack him for 1. Next turn. See if they draw a land. They do not. Attack for 6. Hopefully they don't draw a land again. It's a tapped land, that's good for us. 7 down to 5. End turn. So I'm guessing extinction event, they have to pick odd. Protection from black. And this goes here. There. Down to 1 they go. Odd and odd. Guessing they lose the game. All right, we get there. Wow, I really enjoyed playing that. Look, from my point of view, the additions to this deck have been really, really useful just to slow down some of the key players in the meta. So some of those ultimatum type decks, just having the ability to turn around and remove some of their key pieces at the time where they're starting to ramp up is quite powerful. And you can play around different cards and different options that they have at their disposal. As you saw in one of the games, I was able to pick out a couple of pieces just to slow them down. They could still wrath the field, but not as much as if they were just allowed to do whatever they want. And because I got an opportunity to look at their hand, I could sort of play around their hand a little bit better. All in all, I would give this addition or this new deck, I would say it is probably a B+. So that's a big call. From my point of view, I very rarely go above B. But a B+, I mean, it's just got that extra bit with that blade, the Blade Master. It just makes it unbelievably good. You're dropping that down there. If you've got 2 or 3 creatures out, all of a sudden it's causing lethal damage. So yeah, big fan. If you're into mono white life gain decks, try it out with these new additions. If you've never played a mono white life gain deck, you should, because they're great. And I think within the current meta, they definitely give a lot of decks a run for their money. So give them a try out. As I've said before, guys, I stream Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is Greenwich Mean Time plus 10 hours. Please come and hang out on Twitch. If you're watching this right now, in the show notes below on YouTube, in the channel there, you'll see that there's a link to Grey Viking Games as a friend of the channel. Basically, they have a link there. You click on that, go to their site. You can buy cosmetics and arena codes. It doesn't cost you anything more than it would to buy them directly from them. We just get a kickback, which helps us to support the channel and have giveaways, etc. The other friend of the channel is Spectrum Games. They're a local Sydney-based, Sydney, Australia-based purveyor of fine physical magic cards. Go and check out their website at www.spectrumgaming.com.au. They have a good selection of cards and accessories. And their customer service is, I would say, nigh on the best. If you're interested in anything in particular, they don't have it on their site, give them an email, just reach out to them, contact them. They may be able to source it for you. They're fairly hooked up when it comes to the community in Australia. So guys, without further ado, please come and check me out when I'm streaming on Twitch. If you're watching this right now, please, and you haven't already, please subscribe. Give this video a like or a dislike if you don't like it, and feel free to comment what type of decks you'd like to see me do deck techs on. Other than that, guys, have a great week. I hope it's going all right for you so far, and I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield.